Next time we're hiding in a Calorkian echo nest, can you do me a favor and turn your ringer off?
Despite what the subtitles say, it's still not entirely clear what's being dealt with here. Was it a Calorkian echo that had a nest, or was it a Calorkian that had an echo nest? How am I supposed to update the fan wiki now, Dan?
That's because losers look stuff up.
Darn right, pink shirt girl in this episode of this television show. Darn right.
2 unfunny jokes being unfunny right in a row? That's the TVSins recipe.
To live is to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe blows you.
Show makes us question whether or not this statement was actually profound or just a setup to burn Jerry.
Discount Jeremy points things out on the screen cliché.
Cool, just stay in the driveway. The killbots are live and I took you off the whitelist.
Good thing he just randomly stopped right before walking into the garage then. Or bad thing. Yeah, let's go with bad thing.
Discount Jeremy tries to apply logic to a cartoon ex machina.
Back in the very first episode of Rick and Morty TV Sins, we made a joke about this towing company and finished by sinning that toes don't bend like that. We were then inundated in the comments with people saying that their toes do in fact bend like that. And I say, bullshit. I'm giving 10 sins to you toe scam liars. Seriously, if you can extend your big toe and still fully flex all 4 of your other toes to where the pads of the toe are touching the bottom of your foot, I'll give 20 sins back in the next Rick and Morty episode we send and name drop you for it. Just send the proof to PixarItDidn't at cinemasins.com for verification, and absolutely not because I want to look at pictures of strangers' feet as far as you know.
Was that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing!
Half-open boxes in the mattress leaning up against the side secured only by this tall and unstable lamp. The sin is Jerry loading his truck like a Jerry.
So the show made a mistake by having a character stay in character? Are you aware of why that's dumb, or are you just dumb?
Can someone help me understand if butts are faces and faces are butts in this world? Then what part of the butt is butt-faced Morty watching the face-butt porn with? And what orifice on the face butt do butt faces use to... You know what? I just decided I don't want to know any of this. Ding it. Quickly, please.
See, when TVSins fanboys pop up in my comments telling me that I take them too seriously, I'd like to point them to this sin. It was clearly meant to be funny, but it was really just boring and annoying, so why am I a piece of shit for criticizing that? The Sins writers are capable of writing funny jokes. They've done it before, which is why I constantly sin their bad jokes.
The exploding war boy on the back of their vehicle has little to no impact on them or the car, proving that even a show with an established plot device for replacing main characters can also be shameless in its use of plot armor.
Discount Jeremy tries to apply logic to a cartoon ex machina.
Stuff's so powerful, Morty. It makes Isotope 465 look like Isotope 317.
This technobabble is so Star Trek TNG it makes Doctor Who look like Sliders.
Discount Jeremy makes 3 pop culture references that aren't sins of the episode cliché.
Your blood will be my lotion.
Blood would be a terrible lotion.
Skip.
Is it really easier to eat human flesh than to just tell me why we're still here? No.
That fake-ass laugh.
You mean the blood dome?
Save it for the semantics dome, E.B. White. Ooh, burn.
I'm this close to giving another sin off for yet another hilarious bit, but then I realized that calling the Blood Dome the Thunder Dome isn't just a semantic difference. Blood is very different than thunder, although I do hide under the covers the moment I experience either of them.
That fake-ass laugh. Also, Discount Jeremy sins something he likes cliché. Also, passing up the opportunity to remove 2 sins in a row for a lame-ass joke that nobody is going to laugh at.
This device extracts and redistributes muscle memory.
This MacGuffin is fired so ungracefully up the ass of this episode, I have to give it 2 sins, even though its penetration in the end will be quite enjoyable.
Discount Jeremy makes a cringy sexual joke that isn't funny cliché. Also, Discount Jeremy sins something he likes cliché.
Letting this bicep meat rot in the heat.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Some chose to huddle near the boomy holes.
Calling it your boomy hole, and letting someone huddle near it.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny?
Good thing the lady in the water arm chose this moment to stop destroying everything in its vicinity the second Summer showed up, huh?
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture reference that isn't a sin of the episode cliché.
This neck keeps pulsing more blood out of it, and honestly, sometimes I think the show forgets that disgusting things can be distracting things, and if they're not careful, I might not be paying close enough attention to catch the next fart joke.
Discount Jeremy has the attention span of a toddler with ADHD cliché.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Aside from the usual nonsense fourth wall breaking, this should also be sin for how it allows the show to fast forward through how Rick got out of this situation, why Summer sided with the Deathstalkers, and if Morty's monster arm got in some quick delt work before it suddenly decided to drive him out here.
How does he not understand that that is literally the point? I mean, he's watching a show that has a bunch of satirical jokes but can't even realize when one is made. Don't the TVSins people always claim to be a satirical channel? So why can't they recognize actual satire when it's right in front of them?
Chopping wood one-handed. Wait, chopping wood left-handed.
Pointing things out on the screen annoyingly. Wait, pointing things out on the screen still annoyingly.
Now I'm gonna whip you.
Narrating your whipping is only acceptable if a problem comes along and you whip it good.
To be fair, if he didn't say that, you would probably be asking what he's gonna do next, seeing as you need your hand held when you're watching shit.
What about the weird guys on leashes then?
They're more like interns.
This asshole claims to have little memory of the before 4 times, so this means that internships as a concept have survived the apocalypse. Actually, it makes perfect sense that something as soulless and evil would survive the end of the world. But still, f*** internships.
Admits that it's a funny concept for internships to have survived an apocalypse, still sins it, still full of shit.
A metal bucket is, on a certain level, a kind of mustache, in that it's a specific facial accessory.
A mustache is not just a facial accessory. It's a growing and ever-changing part of you that requires care and nurturing, so it can one day become a full and prominent statement of your desire to never drink milk in public ever again.
Unfunny joke is unfunny.
The thing I find most disconcerting about this whole scene is how all of them just sit there conversing with an entire meatball on their fork. I have so many questions like, aren't you worried about the sauce dripping all over the place as you gesture? Are you planning on eating the entire meatball in one bite? Are you not including any spaghetti with the meatball? They are meant to be eaten together, you savages. And that's before we even get to your serving sizes. That plate of spaghetti is as big as your head. That's probably 3,000 calories worth of spaghetti there. And I'm not...
Dial it back, Summer, by 15% and increase dynamic movement by 3.
No matter how many times this show tries to explain away Beth being oblivious to all things Rick because of the issues with their relationship, she has also been established to be a very smart person. It only takes a moderately smart person, like myself, to see through this robotic family ruse.
Discount Jeremy tries to apply logic to a cartoon ex machina.
Armathy, can I steal you for a second?
Armathy? Armathy? What about Arm and Fight? Or Sleeve Jobs? I mean, Hand Squish'em Anderson was right there.
Yeah, it was, which is why I'm so glad Morty chose the much better name Armathy.
They did all this in 3 weeks. I mean, my neighbor started putting up a fence in his backyard 3 months ago, and he's still not done. Part of the sin is probably on my lazy neighbor. F***ing Bruce. But this is still a lot of infrastructure for 21 days.
That's the joke.
We were monsters! We didn't care about anything!
I still don't.
Yeah, except I'm the only one in this entire world that's still committed to that!
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. 3 sins? Oh, I get it. You want me to send the marriage kills romance and results in conflict cliche. Fair enough. Here's your ding, ding, ding.
Except that's not a cliche, so you really shouldn't do that.
Rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.